Hello, 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 ha. Hello, ha. It's another Sunday, and yes, on the Strong by Design episodes with Coach Bino. Hi, Phyllis. I, Phyllis, yeah. Phyllis, hi. Black Cherries, hi, 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 hi. Another amazing day, another beautiful day on Strong by Design with your humble coach, myself, Coach Bino. It's been a wonderful weekend, I'm sure, because I couldn't wait. Like, I'm always counting the days to Sunday where I get to, you bless me to be a blessing unto you by, I see you, Mr. Enimako. Hello. Be Chachuan. Jim Kelly, I see you. It's going to be a 30 minutes of education, 30 minutes of, impactful knowledge, right? We have done episode 1. That's episode 3 actually. We started with episode 1 where we talked about why women are working out wrong, okay? So if you missed episode 1, it's still on Instagram. Unfortunately, that day we couldn't do a TikTok live. Today we are both on TikTok and we are on Instagram as well. Gradually, we're going to expand. So stay with me, okay? On episode 2, which was last week, we talked about the true truth about fat loss after 30. We really talked much about it. I got lots of comments, personal ones, people wanting to know more about it, okay? And there's going to be a Q&A session after every episode, like every season episode of, the 4 sessions. After every month there's going to be a Q&A where we're going to address all these questions. So if you have any questions, please do drop it into the inbox and then we'll take it up on there. Today we are talking about one beautiful, forgive me, just a little hitch here. Today we are talking about something different, and this is a busy mom's blueprint, okay? Stay with me. A little recap on that. I'm going to tell you something that, the fitness page will never tell you. You're not going to find this anywhere. If you just joined, we are live on TikTok, we are live on Instagram, okay? You do not need hours in the gym. As a mom, you don't need too much hours in the gym to get lean or be healthy, right? I am a mom of 3, 10, 6, 2, respectively, right? And I'm a coach. I still make it work. You see, I came from a position where I was new to this. So I think I have learned and unlearned so much that I can impact. I'm praying that I will be very impactful today. Okay, so tonight we are sharing my busy mom's blueprint. What worked for me, I can speak for me, and I know that whoever connects with me on that level can also gain something from this. So how I stay consistent even with my full-time life of working 8 to 5. At that time, I was doing 8 to 5. I was training people too, and I was also a mom, right? So I was doing my full-time job as a nurse in Yahoo Medical Center, and I was running my own gig, personal training, have my own, space that I used to train people, combining home life and being fit. Okay. Yeah. So that is what I'm going to, but the genesis of this all happened when, to me, I grasped the idea that motherhood is a gift, right? Not everybody gets to be a mother, right? And when you are a mother, for me, it's a gift that the Lord has given to you. Whether you gave birth or you even look after people, whichever way, it's a gift. So motherhood doesn't necessarily mean biological, being able to hold it up. Get pregnant and all that, right? So you being able to even fend for others is motherhood. So let's not limit it to biological children, right? But the minute that I understood that these 3 kids, again, I'm using myself, okay, as an example here to talk about this blueprint of motherhood, right? This blueprint, motherhood blueprint here. So when I grasped the idea that these are gifts that the Lord has given to me, and even in the Bible, when the parable of the talent, right? when he gives you something, he expects you more from you, right? Yeah. So when I grasp that thing, that these are three wonderful souls that have been entrusted to me, how do I raise them such that, and today I'm just limiting it to the fitness bit. There are other bit, okay, spirituality, financial and all that, but today I'm looking at the fitness bit. So how do I, as a mom, take good care of myself to be able to be in their life for that long, okay? Not them seeing me depressed, all that was when I realized, at this point, I need to be better for them. I need to be better for myself. I need to feel good about myself. And it didn't come easy. So then it's not easy. Whatever I'm going to give to you today, it doesn't come easy. You can't sit at home and think that you can do this easily. No, you have to be what? Strategic about it. So that's the strategy that we are all going to learn. It's not a walk in the park. No, it's not a walk in the park. And we should also understand that he wants us to be in good health, even as our soul prospers. So as you are looking at living, being there for your kids, for God, like 70 years or whatever, that's 70 years of your life as a mom. How do you want to be fit? How do you want to be well? Do you want to be spending that 70 years of, I'm using 70 because it's like the cutoff, not to limit God, but not to put a limitation, but at least I will clock it 70, right? So let's use that 70 as a baseline here. That 70 years of your life, how do you want it? Do you want to be at the age of 40, you start seeing hypertension, diabetes, you're starting spending monies that you should be funding it into your kids, spending it on yourself? No. So that is our baseline here. First thing, let's look at this. You have to be very intentional in everything that you are doing. Intentional in your eating habits, intentional there is nothing perfect that comes unplanned. So the first thing is for you to have a time blocking. You need to be able to tell yourself that, I'm blocking this time for myself. How do you do this? Please, if you have any questions, start. Hey, I see you, Mr. Ayensu. I see you. Welcome. I see you, Peter, Ken. I see you, Kim. Busy moms don't magically find time. You are a busy mom. You can't say that, and today you have to structure it. In my case, I used to wake up at 3 a.m. Like I'm telling you, it's not a walk in the park. You need to make intentional. I know my first client starts at 4 a.m. And I need to work out too, because I'll do 4 a.m. to 5 a.m. with my group client. And then I have to get the kids ready for school, right? And this was even when I had even quit my job, right? And I was just doing a stay-at-home mom and trying to, figure out things and still work from home. So imagine those days that I would go to work, go and do my side gig and come back home and still work out. So you have to be intentional, allocate a time for it. Doesn't come easy. For me, I realized that I'm an early morning person. So I'll sacrifice 1 hour before training even other people and then do my normal job and then take care of the kids. I'll lock in that 1 hour. So you have to be intentional, very realistic. For me, I had that routine before babies, right? So I kind of know what I'm doing. You can do 3 times a week. Lock an hour at least for yourself. Don't say that you do not have time. We make time. So block that time. If you are not intentionally blocking that time, you'll be working, you won't even work out. You would wake up tired. You have to, and even if you're a stay-at-home mom, because stay-at-home mom, you don't really see, you can't even tell, by the time you realize time is on, the kids are back. You're cooking, you're doing this, the time is up. So allocate time for yourself. Look at your schedule. I'm an early morning person. So if my time is starting at 4 a.m., I make sure that between 3 and 4, that time is locked up for me, Bambi. It's a me time to work out, and me time to be able to, have the happy hormones, and have this good music around. Schedule it intentionally. So this first point is very important. If you do not cancel strike this one up, chances are like the whole week will pass by and you haven't done anything. So block that time. Instead of waiting for the perfect moment, there's not going to be any perfect moment. Hi, yes, on TikTok, there's not going to be any perfect moment. Block your training time. Block it. Be intentional about it and don't be apologetic about it, right? It is your time. You got to be strong and fit enough to be in that position to also pour, because you can't pour out from an empty cup. It has to be full so you can pour, right? Yeah, so block that time and make time for yourself. And what you can also do, early mornings. I think early mornings cut across. If you can wait till the kids go back to sleep, but trust you me, when they go back to sleep, because even trying to get them to sleep and all that is also another headache on its own. So I think the early mornings would be best for you. If you have 2 or 3 or more children, that would be, or it could be nap time, okay? If you are a working mom, it will be probably your lunch break or something. I don't know how you can factor that bit in. You got to make it work. I don't know. You have to figure it out. Or right after school drop off. It could be that. That's if you're a stay-at-home mom. Right after school drop off, before you start your whole workout. If you're a working mother, do it before you go to work. So just lock that 1 hour. I say 1 hour because it could be less than that, but that 1 hour you're going to wake up, you're going to convince yourself why you need to work out. I convince myself every day why I need to work out. It doesn't come easy. So you need that mental, fight. So that's why I said 1 hour. Lock that time. And when it's on schedule, it becomes non-negotiable, right? When it becomes, you schedule it, when it's well scheduled, it becomes non-negotiable. You want to stay up, you want to do it, and it becomes a part of you. Do this challenge for 30 minutes and bring me back my stone that I have gotten a routine. So that's the first one. Lock the time. That's what I did that worked for me. 3 to 4 a.m. Sometimes I have 3 to 4 a.m. Trust you me, I do virtual training. So time difference just clicks in. Sometimes I'm up 2 a.m. training client, because different time, location, different time. You got to make it work. Just find that 1 hour dedicated for yourself. The second point here is to be, discipline. That's a discipline and motivation. Motivation comes and goes. There are times that probably your weight will be your motivation, right? There are times that maybe your kids would even be, at a point it was like, it's always been for me to be healthy enough to look after my kids, to be, okay, let me tell you this thing. Growing up, one of my best friend, Abraham Brusam, the mother was like, I don't know, it was like there was a sister, no Emethil. I'm like, anytime this woman comes to the school, like with a swag and everything, we're all giving the guy fans, and I'm like, hey, bitch, I want to grow up and I'll go to the school and my kid, it's just something I'm saying, but this is little motivation. You want your kids to feel good about, them, you don't want them hiding you, you want them to, hey, that's my man, The other time, Pager told me that, Mom, I didn't know you were popular. I Googled you and they said this. I'm like, oh, humbly, but that is in my head, like, ooh, just saying, so these are little motivations, but they come and go. Motivations will always come and go. So you need to do or build the discipline. The discipline here is what we're talking about. So motivation is unreliable. As I said, it comes and goes. Some days you feel excited. Most days you don't. There are days that I wake up and I'm asking my question, why do I have to go and work out? Why? Obianshem. What is it? But because I have built the discipline, I'm able to overcome those times. There are days that you just don't feel like it. It's but those are the days that you need to do it. So yeah, that's a mom's discipline, the discipline that you need to build. And I have tried over, it's been built over years. It didn't come straightforward. And mind you, I have been doing this religiously. When I say religiously, it's become a part of my life for the past 12 years. My daughter is like 10. The first one is 10. And prior to that, I was into fitness, and you guys you bear witness. I've been here working out with my pregnancy, motivating you guys, pushing you guys that you can do it. So I leave the talk, right? And this has been because of the discipline. It didn't come easy, but you got to do it. Discipline will keep you moving. You don't train because you feel it. Like I said, you don't train it because it's part of you. You train because you decided it matters. I decided that I do not want to. I come from a family of, most of them are, endowed, plus size and everything. And I said to myself, no, I don't want to be like that. So it was an intentional decision. And you can also, as a mom, you can also have your own goal, your own discipline, something that holds you accountable. I don't want my kids growing up to see obesity to be normal. It is not normal. I don't want my kids to grow up thinking that it runs in the family, hypertension, it runs in the family, diabetes. No, it is not normal. I have to leave the talk. And for me, these kids, like I said, they are your gifts. They should be better than you. So however you put yourself out there, you are creating people or generations, impacting their lives, okay? And here in the active, we say we are empowering a healthier generation. So for me, it's a generation after me, what they take from me. And the people I can really connect with immediately are the kids or my children, people around me. So yeah. And discipline becomes easier when the workouts are realistic. So when I say realistic workouts that you can comfortably do, right? And not even feel that you're working out. I mean, workouts, sometimes it gets a bit, but it has to be something that if at home you have your little dumbbells here and there that you can do, it shouldn't take you off your routine, okay? So it should be something, if there's a gym right around you that you can go at 3 a.m., it's very realistic for you that maybe it's downstairs in your apartment, you can walk in there, but it shouldn't say you're moving from Adenta to, let's say, Abokobi, and your gym is in East Legon, and 3 a.m. It's not realistic. I wouldn't even move it if I can't do that. You get it? So you have to be realistic with your goals to make it very disciplined. You can also join some online virtual trainings, you see, and that can also be another accountable, realistic plan for you. The third one is short, effective workout. You don't have 90 minutes. You don't have 2 hours. So if you're like me, I'm a lazy trainer. When I say this, people keep up, you push so hard in the gym. I'm like, yeah, because I'm combining 3 or 4 muscle groups at a time. I don't have time. So the 30 minutes time I have or the 1 hour time I hit the gym, it has to be effective. You have to zone everything out and be in your element. So make this, and actually, this is actually the big one, okay? So you do not need 90 minutes to work out. Yeah, you do not need 90 minutes to work out. Some of the most effective sessions are 30 to 40 minutes. Me, I dance like 20 minutes of the time in the gym. So effective workout is just 30 minutes. So imagine if I don't, but for me, dancing is therapeutic. When I have my hair beats on and I'm dancing and I'm vibing to good music, it motivates me, okay? Some motivational things, yeah. So you have to focus on compound strength exercises. Again, clients here would bear witness. I know, because I'm a mom. I know how that you don't have 92 hours to do workout. That 30 minutes that we meet, that 30 minutes that I'm blessed to be your coach, I'm combining compound strength exercises, okay? So, and like I told you in our previous ones, strength training after 30 is all you need. 80% of your workout should be strength training and 20% cardio, okay? So, yeah, intentional movement, okay? Whatever you are working on, you have structured your workout such that Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, let's say if you're working out 3 times, Mondays are what? Because I'm addressing women and I know women love to have their lower body, so maybe Monday we're going to do legs, okay? Tuesday you're going to do legs and let's say abs and cardio. Tuesday you're going to do upper body, cardio, abs. Friday, you're going to do full body. Okay, so just a bit of everything. So you have this plan. Monday, you're working on your legs. Because you know that you have only one day, 30 minutes that day, you're going to combine the legs that you're working on your glutes, you're working on your hamstring, you're working, you just target the leg and kill it. 30 minutes, good one. You add some cardio, do some abs, 40, 45 minutes, area. You take a rest on Tuesday if you want to. Wednesday, you come up again with another workout, upper body, dumbbells, biceps, triceps, infuse it in, do your abs. Friday, full body. Pick, all aspects, hit it hard. You're done for the day. Saturday, Sunday, if you decide you want to do some outdoor walks, some running in between, fine. So you see the structure. It looks so easy. It's easier said. But when you implement it, that is when the action that's when you take charge of your health, right? That's when you take charge. So this should be it, and you got to be consistent. That's the difference. Coach Bino is not Coach Bino without consistency. Oh, and Coach Bino, after 3 kids, you look Mando. It's consistency, discipline. You get it? So that is that bit that I want you mamas to take charge and go like, okay, this is it. I can do it. You can do it. It just takes discipline. It just takes you to tell yourself that I need this and I want to do this. All right? So the fourth one is your meal structure. Another mistake busy moms make is skipping meals and eating randomly. I've addressed this issue and I'll keep addressing it every day. You cannot see transformation without being intentional about your eating habit. Your body needs structure just like your schedule. Now we've talked about your workout schedule. You can see results, right? Working out, but it works better if you are being strategic with your eating habits. Find out what works for you. In the absence of you knowing genetically what is good for you, which is something that I do, or I have actually specialized in it, DNA, you using your DNA to, figure that out. That's another conversation for another day. But in the absence of that, right, what you got to do is structure your eating habit. Know yourself. You have to know yourself. And last week, I addressed the point that after 30, some things that work for you, please, if you haven't seen that video, if you haven't watched that, please, after this, go, and there's a lot of information there. Your body hormones take charge. It's not about you anymore. It's about you understanding your hormones and working with that. That being said, now you should know yourself better. You should know yourself even more than I know. I can guide you by listening to you. So by listening to what you are telling me is what I can guide you with. Personally, after 35, my whole dynamics changed and I adopted a new life where what will work for me is intermittent fasting. That's what will work for me. So I adopted a eating habit where I only eat once a day. And it would be normally after between 6 and 8 p.m. I'm not an early morning person. I don't, between 6 and 8 p.m. That's when I eat. It works for me. I've stuck with it because I got to know myself better. Okay, so maybe when you talk to someone, the person can be able, when I say someone, a specialized someone, come to me, I'll help you. Anything after 5 minutes of me explaining, I'll charge you. Yeah, I burn fat for a living. Yeah, that being said, so yeah, you have to know yourself well, right? And then if it works for you, but generally, what actually works is a calorie deficit diet when you're looking at losing weight. And if the calorie deficit, that doesn't mean say you shouldn't eat nutritious food. So calorie deficit here, probably if you're eating 2,000 calories and your output is 1,000 calories out, then there's no deficit. So whatever is going out should be more than what is coming in. That's the whole thing as calorie. And that is when the body, you can see some sort of body, change, right? So that being said, a simple structure works best. Up your proteins. If your work doesn't involve you being out there, working like India and your labor, I use, you're actively working. You don't need too much carbs. You don't need it because you just need a little. So protein should be your best friend. It takes a lot of energy to break down protein as you than eating carbohydrates. It's easier to get energy from carbohydrate, but the body is actually breaking fat whilst it's in protein. So if I were you, I'll be smart with it. Eat good proteins. Not necessarily meat and all that. I love my steak. And anybody around me knows it. Yeah. But if you're not a steak person, you can do plant-based, stuff. You can, or do your enam or do, but make sure that your protein, there's protein in every meal so that you can reduce the carbohydrate. And do not take carbohydrates out totally. You need energy to even burn fat, right? So do a balanced carb, healthy, wholesome carbs, instead of simple carbs like these fizzy drinks and all that. You want to take your carbs either from your veggies, either from your whole carb oats. Instead of regular bangkun, you can do oats bangkun. Make healthier choices, wholesome choices, portion control with it when it comes to carbs. If you are not burning too much energy, you don't need too much carbs. You need carbs, but not too much carbs. Unfortunately, American answer. Yeah, and then healthy fats. You need that fat too in your system. So the balanced diet, I use GSS is a class 6, class 4 is a class 2, no. It cuts across. It doesn't change. The only technique is what you being intentional about it. At a point in time, sugar shouldn't be something that you crave. It shouldn't be something that jama moframan. It's even the moframan, I don't even introduce them to it. So you don't need extra diet, extreme diet. You don't need to be on these fat diets. You don't need to be on these. You don't need it. Just get a structure. Eat well. Do not eat and sleep. No, just do the intentional things. And once you are doing it, you see, that's why I'm very passionate about, I have 3 minutes. Yeah. That's why I'm very passionate about women. And I keep saying women, people ask me why, but you're always on. I feel that when a woman knows all this and is empowered to know all this, on the table, she decides which food goes on the table. The kids learn from their mother. The kids learn to know that exercising is part of us. When a man is doing all that's a man. But when a woman is doing all, is grabbing the husband, grabbing the children, let's all work out together. And that's what I used to do. My kids, I will wake up weekends. We'll all work out together because you won't give me time to work out. So you all go and wear your workout gear. We are all working out. The minute they are home and they realize that mom is working out, that's when Popo will come and call, mommy this, that's when this. So let's all dress and let's all work out. You see, so involve the kids in the lifestyle, because you're not doing it just for yourself. You're also introducing them into, some of us, unfortunately, we're not privy to that. Our mothers, our fathers, because they didn't know. It's not like but they didn't know. So if we know, we should also do better by them. And that is why I always push for, women. So we need to be consistent. We need to be consistent with our fueling. Let's be intentional. If you are putting this in your mouth, just ask yourself, are you feeding your body with sickness? Are you feeding your body with health? What is the choice? Right? If it's sickness, then I bet you know how to. So everything that goes into the mouth, just know the implications of it. I mean, once in a while you can indulge. I mean, it's part of life, but it shouldn't be something that you always do. Because mind you are a working mom, you are a mom, and lives are connected to you. All right? Okay, so as a mom, I understand the chaos of school schedules, of work, of family. Life doesn't slow down for us. It doesn't. It just keep pushing. You get it doesn't slow down. I start there, on slow down, or fast forward, and you all can relate to that. But your health deserves a place inside your life, okay, not outside of it. Your health deserves a place inside, not outside. So you got to be intentionally inside. What do you put it in your system? Even with the kids involve them. Find time for yourself, okay? Find time for yourself. You will thank me later. I am so grateful to God that I started this 12 years ago. Today, I live the benefits of that 12 years dedication. Did it come easy? Hell no. There were days that people will come into my inbox when I think in my mind's eye, I'm trying to encourage pregnant women. If I knew the sort of deformed babies I was bringing to this world. These are the trolls that I got, right? But did it deter me? Hell no. It didn't. So I'm trying to encourage you right now that it is not a walk in the park, but you will enjoy the benefits. For me, I think there's more to come. There's more to come. And it gets, you age, and it's ageless. It's ageless. So yeah, I mean, those are the little accolades that come with that. So if you're a busy mom who wants a structure and support, workout that actually fits your life, I have created something for you. Just inbox me and I will talk about it, okay? This wonderful program is always brought to you by this amazing outfit. If I am here live here today, it's because of Shabak Realty Service. They pay me to be here for you. Yeah, so thank you, Shabak. Thank you and your family for being amazing to me, making this possible, to be here. So if you are here and you want anything concerning appraisal, they are good at appraisal. They'll give you all the information you need, specialized in trusted residential home appraisal, that's pre-sale, tax appraisal, divorce or informative valuation. Shabak is your go-to. If you are in the DMV, please. That's your go-to for you. Thank you for joining me. If you have any questions, please do well to inbox me and I'll address them. Yep. So yeah, remember, you do not need more time. You need just a structure, okay? And the structures, I'm here to give you more structures, more intel. Same time tomorrow. Let me go out and do you have a postpartum program too? Gloria, yes, I have a postpartum program. However, I haven't started taking program like a group workout. I do one-on-one at the moment, okay? So, and one-on-one is always virtual. It's virtual. So when I say one-on-one, I might be giving you the program, personally, and there's accountability. I'm checking with you one-on-one. So yes, I do that, and it's ongoing. Unapologetic. Oh, I know. Ababre say hi, Nanesi. I see you, Gloria. I see you. Hey, Miss Diva, Eva the Diva. As a matter of fact, thank you, Uganda, University of Ghana alumni in the North America, California. If you're a Legonite, that's it. You haven't joined this alumni association, please DM me and let me connect you. If you happen to be in the North American area, I say, oh my world. Next year is going to be our 10th anniversary, and we are not joking. Cry. Watch out. It's going to be beautiful. All right, let me go on. I see you all. I see you, Helen. I see you, Wendy. I see you, Mr. Ian Sue. I thank you for joining. I see you, Mr. Nimako. Thank you, Bechachu, for joining. Thank you, Phyllis. Thank you all. I'll send a recap of today. If you have anything that you want us to also address, thank you for joining me, my people from TikTok. I thank you all. Thank you for the love. Oh, it's amazing on TikTok. It's amazing. I breathe Fabs. I see you all. Thank you for having me. And this is Strong by Design by your favorite coach's coach, Coach Beetle. See you next week. Bye.